They say, if you want to change the world, move to Silicon Valley. For decades, this tiny strip of land in California has been sold as the only place to build billion-dollar ideas. But here's the shocking truth. That's a myth. And today, we're busting it wide open with real stories, hard numbers, and a new map of innovation that doesn't have just one capital, it has many. Myth: success lives only in Silicon Valley. Yes, Silicon Valley is legendary. It gave us Apple, Google, and Facebook. But in 2025, things look very different. Innovation is borderless. Talent is everywhere. And venture capital? It's spreading faster than ever before. Chapter 1. The Valley's Power. Let's be clear, the Valley is still powerful. In 2024, Bay Area startups raised nearly $90 billion, accounting for 57% of global VC funding. And in early 2025, California companies captured 68% of all U.S. startup dollars, a record high. But here's the twist. Dominance is not the same as monopoly. Chapter 2. The Rise of New Hubs. Look at the competition. New York raised $25.3 billion in venture capital over the last 4 quarters, leading up to Q1 2025. Los Angeles? A quiet powerhouse, $3.1 billion raised in 1 quarter, up 15% year over year. Even the Midwest, once ignored, is rising fast. Over the last 3 years, 12% of all VC in the U.S. flowed into cities like Chicago, Minneapolis, and St. Louis. And outside America, cities like Bengaluru, Tel Aviv, Singapore, and Berlin, they're no longer chasing the valley. They're building their own empires. Chapter 3. Unicorns without a California address. Unicorns, those billion-dollar startups, are everywhere. Since 2019, Silicon Valley has minted 377 unicorns. Impressive, right? But New York has 179, Tel Aviv 83, and Bengaluru 31. Think Canva, born in Sydney. Shopify, from snowy Ottawa. ByteDance, the parent of TikTok, is from Beijing. And Zoho, built in Chennai, India. These founders didn't need Palo Alto. They needed vision, grit, and timing. Chapter 4. Remote work changed the game. Here's the real revolution: remote work. Gallup found 28% of U.S. employees are fully remote and 52% hybrid. Buffer reports 85% of companies say productivity hasn't dropped. It's improved. 97% of remote workers want to stay remote. Today, your HQ can be Slack, Notion, and Zoom. The office isn't a location, it's a login. Chapter 5. The Cost Equation. In Silicon Valley, a 1-bedroom costs about $3,000 a month. That's more than some startups spend on an entire engineering team in Bangalore. Remote-first startups also save $10K, $15K per employee every year on office overheads. For founders, that means longer runways, bigger teams, and faster growth. All without a Palo Alto address. Chapter 6. The Harsh Reality. And here's the gut punch. 90% of startups fail. About 10% die in the first year, and 70% between years 2 and 5. That failure rate doesn't care about your zip code. What matters is execution, adaptability, and solving real problems. So let's say it loud. You do not need to live in Silicon Valley to succeed. What you really need is a problem worth solving, a resilient, diverse team, smart money management, and relentless drive. The Valley might still shine, but the world has leveled the playing field. Your Silicon Valley could be anywhere: Berlin, Bangalore, Nairobi, Sao Paulo, or your bedroom. So tell me, where are you building from? Drop it in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more myth-busting startup truths. Because of the future of innovation, it's not in one valley, it's in all of us.